everybody, Pastor Anthony here. I've got a quick Devo for you. With the Christmas season coming up and everything like that, there's this thing coming out that has been anticipated for years, and it's the Xbox One or PlayStation 4 or whatever it is, and it's like everybody's so excited. They're like, I'm gonna go get me one of those, and stuff like that. I even read some stupid articles that I even believed for a moment about a lady who stabbed somebody with a screwdriver to get an Xbox, and it was fake. I really believe it was fake. If you read that, it was fake. Don't believe everything you read on the internet, unless of course it's the Bible. Read the Bible on the internet. That's good. So you have this Xbox coming up, but here's the thing. What if I tried to take an old original Nintendo cartridge, the kind that you had to blow in them and try to put it in. Some of you guys remember that you had to blow in them, or you buy the cleaning kits, which basically was like a cotton swab and some isopropyl alcohol to clean the dust out, and you had to clean the dust off of your games to be able to play them. But imagine if you tried to take one of those old cartridges and put it into an Xbox One or a PlayStation 4. Would it work? And really it wouldn't. And the funny, ironic thing is if you wanted to play those games, you probably could download it in less than a minute and play them because of they're so small of a file. But here's the thing. In the same way, we read today, if you were doing Life Journal reading plan, our reading today was Hebrews chapters 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's great. I love the book of Hebrews because it was written from the perspective of a man who has been born and reborn and set free by the grace of God, to people who have lived their entire lives trying to be perfect and trying to live up to this thing called the law. And clearly they couldn't. So we read this, and at the end of Hebrews chapter 8, verses 10 through 13, we read about this new covenant. And it's kind of like the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4 in comparison to the old covenant. And let's read what it said in verse 10 through 13 of Hebrews chapter 8. It says, "This is the new covenant I will establish." Now this is a quote that we see coming up out of, I believe it was Jeremiah that we have, but that Jesus gave to Jeremiah before Christ was born, but verse 13 is not. So sorry, I'm preaching already. Verse 10, "This is a new covenant I will establish with the people of Israel after that time, declares the Lord. I will put my laws on their mind and write them on their hearts, and I will be their God, and they will be my people. And no longer will they teach their neighbor or say to one another, 'Know the Lord,' because they will all know me, from the least of them to the greatest. For I will forgive," this is important, "I will forgive their wickedness and remember their sins no longer." And so that's the new covenant. I will forgive their wickedness and remember it no longer. And then verse 13 says this, "By calling this covenant new, he has made the first one obsolete. And what is obsolete and outdated will soon disappear." Look, this whole thing of law and grace and how they're supposed to be mixed, they're not supposed to be mixed. The idea here is that as Jesus Christ takes residency in your life, as his forgiveness, and you receive him as the propitiation or the forgiveness, the paid in full for all of your debt, all of your sin, all of the things that you have ever messed up, everything, Jesus Christ takes care of that. And so because he has, through the vehicle of grace, we put faith in Jesus Christ, and God says, this is the new covenant. Jesus came, I sent my son, I sent myself. I came and died and paid for all of it. I purchased you with the price of my blood. And now I will choose, because of what Jesus did on the cross, I am choosing to forgive you and not to even remember what you've done in the past, which is beautiful. In 1 Corinthians 13, it talks about love does not hold grudges. And so I'm so grateful that the new covenant that we live in today has completely forgotten about and will choose not to remember or hold against me all of the things that I've done in the past. And even the things that I do today, I will be forgiven. And God chooses to forget those things because he chooses to see Christ in me. And the thing is as a church, we need to choose to see Christ first in ourselves, but also in others. Now, you need to go out and be the church and have faith, give hope, and be love in this community. Thank you.